All right, you
Certainly
drive off into the night. Where do you go?
Where are we in town? It's probably a good place to start.
Nearby the Nike campus in Beaverton.
Okay. I know exactly where we
And
are.
where's my hotel?
Your hotel is in southeast.
So about a 35, 40 minutes,
Yeah.
depending on traffic. If it's nighttime right now, you can make it in 15. I have
It's
made it
nighttime
in
at the moment.
15.
Is the church closer?
Yes.
Yes.
I tell my friends here we should really go to the church and let Tabitha know that we're out of the spirit world. Lord knows what a void engineer running around Portland is doing.
5%.
All right, headed off to the church. You pull up to find the caution tape, but no vans or anything. Parking lot is empty.
Front door locked?
Yes, it is.
I just hammer on the door for like 2 or 3 minutes. If I don't get a response, just keep hammering on it, trying to knock, get someone's attention.
No one comes to the door. Hammer on it as long as you like.
I know this building inside and out by this point. Can I find a window that would look into the room where the rift was and to look inside?
Yes, you can. You peer in, and the rift is only visible because you know what to look for, and because it's very dark. It's a thin, glowing, yellow line.
Is there technocratic shit in here still?
No.
Or is that all gone? That's all
It all
gone.
appears to be cleaned out.
I look over to the detective and say, it appears my people have already come and gone.
They might still be stuck on the other side.
Maybe.
They all evacuated for... That was the big line of people. We were coming in here.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody was on the other side when they dropped the time.
Okay.
They all had left except for Tabitha.
Have the detective drive us wherever this safe house is as I try and call HQ and call off the hounds.
Okay. Do you call the secretary or do you call Agent Gray directly?
I call Agent Gray.
Agent Caldwell, report.
We're out. I'm at the church right now with Oliver and the detective. I presume we need to be debriefed.
You are correct.
I
She
couldn't
says-
contact Tabitha and tell her we got out without her assistance, but she's not
You-
answering her phone.
You got out without her assistance.
We were basically shanghaied by a spirit vampire who forced us to leave. Not without paying a very heavy price.
When you say you got out without her assistance, did you hear from her at all?
Yes,
Or-
she did show up, and we did talk over the phone. But we were interrupted before we could actually do anything about it.
Interrupted
Apparently.
by...
Police officers, it sounded like.
Oh.
My car is apparently able to drive itself now, and responds to questions by honking.
We'll have to get it checked out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Agent Caldwell, you have 2 tasks. Return Oliver to me unharmed, and check the local jail. I believe I may be able to pay Tabitha back for that favor. If what you say is true, she may have been arrested.
She will be upset. It will very much have been our fault. It looks like one of the cars that my backup was using has been totaled because it was driving itself.
We received an incident report from your backup. Yes. One of them managed to make it out. The other is MIA. Says sustained wounds. So you may have 2 to pick up from the jail, and if they shot a cop, that might be slightly more difficult to mull over, but hey, bigger favor. You pay off this favor for me, Caldwell, and I might let you go at a trip to room 101.
I haven't even told you what the vampire cost yet, but we'll talk about that in person.
Is it immediately hazardous to the VIP's safety?
We don't know enough about vampires to even know.
Then I suppose Captain Bulsara can spend the night. Take him to OHSU. Take him to Dr. Marnie.
On our way.
I'll have her briefed. Click.
I tap the detective on the shoulder and say, change of plans, we're going to the hospital. You two need to get checked out.
What?
One of you drank a vampire's blood and the other one had a vampire feed on you, and we don't know what that means.
You said they're going to kill Betsy's car.
One or both of you may turn into vampires and try and kill me. And I imagine the car would rather I not die.
Betsy's car?
It doesn't respond.
We are inside the car. We don't know where its ears are. That's not important.
Betsy's car, can you hear us?
The inside dash lights brighten a little bit.
I fucking told you.
First comes before the car should drive off without us in it. We need to go to the hospital because the guy who took control of you and made you start chanting weird stuff swapped blood with these two. And I don't like it.
Well, Betsy is driving, so unless somebody tries to force Betsy off the road or uses magic, she's driving to the hospital. It's a bit of a winding drive up the hills into the OHSU campus. You managed to find parking just fine, and you give your special code phrase to the receptionist, who will direct you to Dr. Marnie's labs with a series of button presses on the elevator that
Opens the
lead
back side of it.
The OHSU doors often are double-sided. Opens the other side on the ground floor after it closes airlock style, and into a special hallway. Dr. Marnie's lab is one of the doors, but it's rare that you're invited directly into Marnie's lab. Usually it's a hospital visit that you've got the progenitor doc to make sure you've got the best care, but this room is interesting. There are tubes filled with glowing liquids and strange floating organic things inside. A line of cages on the walls are 3/4 empty. A few are occupied by furry things. One of them is batting a strange misshapen paw outside of its cage. The good doctor is topping up some of the water feeders with some sort of injections. She looks up as the doors open. The VIPs
Looks visibly spooked and said, vampirism. I point at Oliver. He was forced to drink the blood of an elder vampire that was strong enough to be living in the lycanthrope's paradimension. Point at the detective. The detective was also fed on by the same vampire in the same spooky spirit dimension and was attacked and injured by a cybernetic arachnid paradimensional entity.
She will immediately push John and Oliver down onto the hospital bed there and put on her stethoscope. How long ago?
We just left the dimension maybe an hour ago. No more than 15 minutes before that is when the blood swap happened.
Less than 2 hours? Fantastic. She will gather some needles and vials and begin drawing blood.
Oliver will faint.
Yeah. Do I have pants on yet?
I don't think we stole any at the church.
Old man walks into a hospital not wearing pants. They're not going to call the cops. They're probably not even going to say anything other than direct you where you need to go.
Yeah.
And we went there
And then
very quickly. We didn't dawdle.
Brought to the counter, and then the receptionist walks away with the old man that's not wearing pants and the two younger people with him.
Yeah, no, you're not wearing pants.
Entirely out of the scope to happen at a hospital, especially in Oregon. This is right when Mets started being really big. People would probably not bat too much of an eye. They probably just not look at your ween.
IV bag is dangling artfully in front of John's junk.
Yep.
Ollie faints. She does not stop drawing blood. She gets like 6 vials.
I'll admit, I was injured by the cyber spider thing too, but the vampirism seems much more important at the moment.
Certainly more important. Not what I'm most interested in, but I am on assignment.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, and I look for a chair.
Important. You, she points at John. He drank from you, points at Oliver. but gave blood to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we might be in the clear.
Unless him knowing my name is terribly important. Yes. That would be nice, being in the clear.
She will take some vials from John, but only about half as much.
Yeah, this is still not comfortable. I'm not enjoying this.
She'll take the vials from you and then immediately rush you up off of the hospital bed. And then she will, while Ollie is still fainted, pull out the leather cuffs and strap him to the table.
What's about to happen?
Transfusion.
I had a feeling in my brain that that was probably going to be the only solution.
Certainly is the only solution in her practice. Because yes, she is absolutely going to perform some life magic on you by way of taking out all of your blood, treating it, and putting it all back in.
Oh my god.
It looks like one of those plasma machines. Take out the blood, spin it around, and put it back in you.
But for all of it.
Yep. Ollie, at some point here, you will wake up, strapped to the table with a needle in your arm.
I would love to say that this is the first time this has ever happened to me, but actually, no, this is the first time this has ever happened to me.
There's been a lot of firsts for all of us this week, bud.
How much blood are we taking? I'll ask her.
About 5.5 liters.
Nice. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna just... And then Ollie faints again.
Oh, buddy.
Give or take, she says after Ollie passes out.
It's cheaper than anesthesia. Ollie's gonna go back to his dream that he's strapped down for an entirely different reason.
Yeah, in that dream, Ollie, sleeping on the couch is a dark-haired, gaunt man that you've seen before.
Terry's in my brain.
No.
Or in
he's
my
your
dream.
dream.
Oh.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Back in the waking world, Marnie says, this is gonna be a few hours.
As long as Veronica isn't gonna fucking kill us.
I really suggest we wait here, or at least in the waiting room, and find out.
She will inspect John's neck.
Ah,
Doesn't look like there's any permanent damage. How do you feel?
fine now, but that was something.
She hands you a pair of hospital pants. That's a little weird, seeing as you're not wearing pants. But she shines a flashlight in your eyes. Don't seem to be concussed. When was your last checkup?
Well, you know, it's whenever you're supposed to, you know,
Does he have any relatives? She asks Betsy.
He's married but divorced. He may have mentioned a child. The detective is enlightenedly difficult to keep track of.
He's getting up there in years. Just keep an eye on him.
Damn it, I am right here!
Senility jokes aside, she'll say, sure, you can wait. If you're gonna wait, make yourself useful. And she will hand you, Betsy, a squirt bottle and a roll of paper towels. Cages need cleaning.
I nod and say, yeah, go over to the cage. What's in these cages?
Nothing consensus ready. Hybrid creatures?
We got a cat dog down here?
Chug.
Yes. There is a cat dog.
Chug.
A chug.
Chicken dog. Chug.
No, there's a chuck, though.
Yes.
It's a chicken duck.
Okay. Chug, however, goes straight to hell. If Ollie saw that, Ollie would get a gun. A chicken pug is a poor thing. It's like the
It's a
worst of
movie.
both worlds.
Yes, it is. No matter which end is which.
That thing's only got 2 legs.
That's so unfortunate, especially if the top half is pug.
No, I'm imagining like a cat dog, a face of a pug, and face of a chicken.
Oh god. It would be unstoppable in combat.
There is a prototype cat dog that is cat at one end, dog at the other. But
Oh,
the chug
God.
is back half chicken, forward half pug.
That poor creature. That will definitely drown if it looks up.
Oh no. Oh no.
That has been the problem. She will hand 2 bags to John, one of bird seed and one of dog food. See which one goes for today. As you're cleaning cages, Betsy, she's working on some medication, checking on the equipment, buzzing around the office, and says, you said something about the werewolf paradimension.
Yes, it's full of spiders. I just need a dark room to develop some photos of it. I know they're going to be astounding because it was shocking.
Dark rooms have specific lights in them.
They have red lights, specifically. She will hand you a heat lamp and say, staff bathroom down the hall. She will hand you a key.
I nod happily and go and do my favorite little busy work thing. Developing. It's a real art. Betsy's a favorite part. The chemistry.
Well, she will ask John, spiders.
Yeah. Fuck off, robot spiders. Millions and billions of tiny spiders making things. There's the giant one that screamed at us that we had to kill.
In the paradimension or outside of it?
Yes.
Giant spiders in our dimension, I'd be curious where.
At the lady's house of Bubaka.
She will drop what she's doing, come over and look with wide eyes at John. Did you say Dr. Abubakar? Spiders?
Yes?
Motherfuck, son of a... I knew it! She'll stomp around the lab, ranting to herself. I fucking knew it!
Is this a good I knew it or a bad one?
A science one.
John is very concerned.
See, the last time I did somebody a favor, and all I asked in return was 1 vial of her fucking blood. Wanted to test it, and then the bitch goddamn disappeared.
Well, I apologize, but I think she may be at Chris. Did not have much choice. Unless that was just her spirit and now she's in a coma somewhere. I don't know how it fucking works.
Betsy, in a technocratic stronghold such as this place, your magic works a lot better here and a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
You're able to get the photos developed fairly quickly.
It's a list of pictures. I'm gonna pull up front the pictures of the being exploded cyber spider demon. That's the front. That's the front one.
Okay, you come back with a stack of pictures about the same time that Ollie wakes up again.
I'm fine this time, Ollie says, looking straight up at the ceiling and avidly avoiding the hole in his arm.
Take off
I
my
love that
jacket
kid.
and put it over your arm. There,
There
now
we
you
go.
can't see it.
Sweetie, lucky to know y'all. And I promise, no matter what, I'm still gonna adventure with y'all if I have to sneak out.
Okay, you're awake. Detective, you'll stay here with Oliver, yeah? I gotta go pick up Tabitha from prison.
Force of force.
She's in prison? Dr. Marnie says. I thought you said she
I
got vaporized.
No.
Yeah, don't trust Tabitha. I say, looking Dr. Marnie straight in the face, don't trust Tabitha.
Well, certainly not after I asked her for a vial of Rowena's blood and she never fucking came back.
I think they said that she was a were-spider, I say, to give her something to chew on as I leave.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! She screams as you leave.
And I have left the photos with the detective.
As you leave, she's ranting. I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it!
Thank you for watching Rose City at Twilight. Links are in the description for the full playlists and ways to donate if I made you feel something. The Twilight holds a variety of mysteries. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Liking and subscribing attracts the attention of the great Al-Haratham. Do so at your own risk. Good night.